And for those apps that you've bought, when there's an update, it will automatically tell you when there's an update, and you can download the update wirelessly as well. For developers, they set the price of their apps. They keep 70% of the revenues. We don't charge them any fees for credit cards or hosting or anything else. We fair play their apps so that they're secure, and if they want to give them away for free, there's no charge to them whatsoever. So we think the App Store is going to be phenomenal for developers. Now, we've enlarged the scope of the App Store from the 22 countries it was going to be in. It's now going to be in 62 countries, where you're going to be able to access the App Store right on your iPhone. So almost anywhere in the world where there's an iPhone, you're going to be able to reach customers right on their phones. If your app is 10 megabytes or less, the user can download it over the cellular network, Wi-Fi, or iTunes. If your app is over 10 megabytes, they can download it on Wi-Fi or iTunes. So that's the App Store. We think there's never been anything like it to get apps from developers to users. But we got some other feedback that enterprises would like another way to distribute apps. They'd like to distribute them themselves just for their phones, so that they couldn't run on anyone else's phones. And so we're actually enhancing the way you can distribute apps to add a way for enterprises to distribute apps. And here's how it works. An enterprise can authorize iPhones in their enterprise, a set of iPhones that are in their enterprise, and they can then create applications that only run on those phones. And they can distribute those applications on their own intranet any way they want, using any security they would like. And their users then download their apps onto the computer and sync them to the phone through iTunes. So we think we've got a great way for enterprises to deliver their custom apps just to their employees, just for running securely on their phones. But we're adding a third way to distribute apps. We call it ad hoc. Imagine if you're a university professor and you're teaching a class on how to write iPhone apps. And you've got 50 students, and you want them to be able to mail their apps around back and forth, mail them to you. And wouldn't it be great if you could do that? Well, you can now with ad hoc distribution. What we're going to do is expand the developer certification program to up to 100 iPhones. And so you can get certified and register up to 100 iPhones, and then those apps can be mailed around, posted anywhere, and run on those up to 100 iPhones. Again, the users download them and sync them onto their phones through iTunes. So joining the App Store, we now have 2 additional ways for groups of users to distribute apps on their iPhone. And we think we've got a great story now. So that is the App Store. Now, we've got something entirely new, and we're very, very excited about this. It's called MobileMe, and I'm going to ask Phil Schiller to come on up and tell us all about it and give us a demo. Phil?
Hi, Steve. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm really excited to be the first to tell you about this brand new service from Apple called MobileMe. So what is MobileMe? In a simple idea, it's like having Exchange for the rest of us. Not all of us work in large enterprises. Not all of us have Exchange servers, but boy, would we like to have those capabilities. Well, now you can. With MobileMe, we can all get push email, contacts, and calendars right to our devices. So everything is up to date wherever you are. So how does it work? Well, MobileMe stores your information up in the cloud. so you can get to it from anywhere using any of your devices. If you're using a Mac, happen to use a PC, and most importantly, use one of our great new devices like an iPhone, it will push the information up and down on the fly to keep everything up to date all the time. So here's a simple example. I'm traveling around, an email gets sent to me in my MobileMe account. It immediately gets pushed to all my devices. My phone, my computers, all have the latest email. Or maybe I'm traveling around and I change an address book contact on my phone. It gets pushed up to MobileMe and out to all my products as well. Maybe I'm working on a computer and I move a meeting around. The meeting gets pushed up to MobileMe and down to all my devices. So wherever I am, everything's up to date. And the best part of this, it works over the air, wirelessly. Everything is kept up to date. So I'm out and about, I get an email message, I tap on my messages, push email, working on my iPhone, straight from MobileMe. And it works built in with my contacts application on the iPhone. So if something changes, it gets pushed right into my iPhone and I see it immediately. It works directly with the calendar built into my iPhone. So a calendar or meeting changes, I get it pushed right over the air to my iPhone. So it is perfect for my iPhone. And of course, it works with the native applications I have on my Mac or PC. On the Mac, MobileMe works directly with the Mail application. It works with iCal, it works with Address Book, so they all integrate with MobileMe. We've also made it work for PC users. So if they're using Outlook to keep all their contacts and mail and calendars, it works and integrates with MobileMe as well. You would expect that, of course. You'd expect that MobileMe would work with these native applications. What I think is really going to surprise people is we've built a suite of incredible Web 2.0 based applications using the latest AJAX technologies, and they're just amazing, giving a desktop-like experience on the web. So how does that work? Well, it's very simple. Go to any computer, any PC or Mac, open a browser, and just type this new address, me.com. Simple, easy to remember, me.com. And you get to this brand new website full of these incredible applications. You log in, and what you're going to find is this incredible rich email experience. Not what you're used to in a web-based email product. It feels like a desktop application. Now, right up on the top here, you see the navigation tools. That's how you switch between all the different applications. Just click on them. So I'm in Mail, and I click on it, and then I'm brought into the contacts. All my contacts in the cloud, I'm getting direct access to them through this web-based application. I tap on the calendar, direct access to all of my calendar items stored up in the cloud. We've taken the gallery technology we had in Mac.com. That gallery now is built into a web-based gallery that any MobileMe user can access and use and manage right here through their browser. And this is so cool. Just like mail and contacts and calendars, photos also work over the air with your iPhone. So I have this gallery where I store my favorite photos on the web. If I'm walking around with my iPhone and I take a great picture, and I want to share it with all my family and friends, right from the iPhone with the 2.0 software, I can send that photo up to MobileMe. And it gets put right into my albums so that now I and my family and friends can all see it over this great web interface. And I've never gone back to a computer. I'm all doing it directly from the phone. And we've taken the iDisk technology that's been really popular and built that now in with a complete web interface so anybody can store their favorite documents and important content up on the web and access it and share it with everyone right through a web interface. I can read my emails. I'm going to select a few emails to file. Watch this. Again, you don't expect this from a web application. Drag and drop over to a folder. Feels just like a desktop application.